Well, you guys, they finally did it. They caught Squid cheating. Oh, this is too good. Before we hop in, I'm just gonna say this right now to outline the entire video. I do not cheat in the Hunter Call of the Wild. I never have, I never will. We're actually against it in the Squid gang. You know, there's videos floating around about me cheating right now. Some dude, desperate for views or something, went through my trophy lodge and pointed out a bunch of harvest states that are really weird looking to people that might not be too familiar with where those trophies came from and the amount of content that's on them on my channel right now. But the crazy thing is, there is proof that I don't mod. There is proof that every single trophy in my trophy lodge is 100% legit. At least as far as I can possibly understand. And today, we're going to get into some spicy topics that are going around right now, a lot of which are simply misunderstandings. A lack of research on the trophies he's accusing me of modding, and today, for the second time in March, which is apparently the month of drama at this point, we're going to clear the air. Nothing against this dude. I have respect for him because of the fact that he makes YouTube videos. I have respect for a lot of content creators that I personally dislike because of the fact that he makes YouTube videos. And it clearly took him a lot of time to make this Google document. Why he decided to do it, we'll talk about that later. So the first thing that you're probably wondering is how I got to where I am with my Call of the Wild account in just over a year's worth of progress. As you guys and the majority of people that watch my videos understand, I've only been playing the game for a year. That's what was shown super heavily in his video. That is not true. Anyone that's been watching my channel for a while, and Biffin has, I've seen him in my comments before months back, would realize that I played on PlayStation for 7 years prior to making the switch to PC. 7 years! I have hundreds of diamonds, several great ones, and tons of casual hunted trophies back on PlayStation. When I switched to PC, I wasn't exactly starting fresh. I knew the game. Good. I unlocked Emerald Coast as soon as I could get the 270 Polymer tips and immediately started crocodile grinding. I grinded, leveled up my account, and eventually made it to my first Great One grind, which was the fallow grind. Mind you, all of this, everything that I'm saying right now is documented publicly. Go back in the history of my channel, there's your proof, my friends. Now, anyone that Great One grinds knows the investment is worth it, especially with fallow deer, which was my first grind. Once you get enough money to buy your tents and your tripods, after a few hundred kills, you've already made profit back. I stacked several $1,000,000 for my fallow grind alone, that snowballed into other grinds like my pheasants, which pay over $1,000 per rooster. I shot thousands of those. And my bears, which is probably the best paying grind in the entire game. And mind you, I just finished an 8-month Great One grind of daily shooting with them. My estimate is somewhere between 25 and 30,000 total kills. With 813 hours here on PC, here I am. 34 Great Ones total, 4 of which are back on PlayStation. This is not unrealistic stats, given the fact that in the last 8 months, all that I've done is grind. That's literally it. Casual hunting videos are rare for me as they do terrible on YouTube. All that people care about anymore is grinding content. Anyone that watches my videos would remember that back on PlayStation, I was a huge casual hunter. And I always will be. That'll always be my favorite part of Call of the Wild. Picking a random map, running in a random direction in a multiplayer server, in my own map, trying to scavenge my map for whatever trophies could possibly be on it. That is my favorite thing to do in the game. I rarely grinded back on PlayStation, as before I got into the Call of the Wild community super heavily, I've always seen herd management and stuff like that as cheating. And literally just very recently, I actually came to realize that herd management does increase the amount of Great Ones you get, and it's not an exploit, it's not cheating, it's simply playing the game. It's using the game the way it was built. Now that's for another video. But all of this news about like casual hunting and whatnot, this isn't new info for returning viewers, and they can back me up in the comments, you know? I've been a casual hunter for years. That's probably the reason why I only have 34 Great Ones in 8 years of playing, and just over 1,100 diamonds, while some of these other people, who yeah, probably have a lot more hours than me, but have been doing this as their full-time job for a lot longer as well, have thousands of diamonds and hundreds of Great Ones. I just kind of accept the fact that I'll never get to that point. At least not anytime soon. But I want to emphasize this, when you make hundreds of Great One guides and shoot thousands of animals on a monthly basis, and just grind on a brand new account, and that's pretty much all that you do, and that's why still my trophy lodge's lack of casual hunting trophies, although I have had some crazy luck with casual hunting trophies, which we're going to get into here in a little bit, you're going to spawn a lot of trophies when Great One grinding, especially when herd managing. And that, my friends, brings us to the Squidster files. Come on, bro, the Squidster files, really? Nah, I'm gonna give it to him. That's actually really good, man. Anyway, trophies. If you're a returning viewer, nothing in this lodge would be a surprise to you. Same thing with my other 3 lodges, nothing there would be a surprise if you've watched my content long enough. He immediately starts with a completely false accusation. The raccoons. He gave the illusion they were shot in a modded server just a matter of minutes apart, and that's not true, boys. It's not. Remember these 2 YouTube shorts? Yeah, they're from a while ago. Hence the reason why this is screaming modded, and I personally don't blame him. I do not believe he was watching all the way back then, although I wouldn't be surprised if he was. Those were on my map, not multiplayer. These were both found days apart and stacked along with several other trophies in Cellsbees for YouTube shorts. I can't just pull shorts out of thin air, and I don't have the ability to record them one by one throughout the week. I'm 16, I got school, streaming, etc. I would have been 15 in the 9th grade, which in my opinion is a lot harder than the 10th grade for whatever reason. And my channel was just in not a good phase at that point in time. I would hunt my maps so heavily, find whatever trophies I can, and shoot them for YouTube shorts. This is not an uncommon thing. I know a bunch of content creators who record shorts in bulk, whether they stack trophies in their grinds, whether they find a trophy on their map, take a screenshot of it and make a YouTube short on it, etc. This is not uncommon. In fact, I have a piebald moose on my medved right now that I have its location of, I have a diamond blacktail on Layton that I have its location of, and a folder of different shorts and video ideas ready to go right now. It's just a matter of finding the time to make them, and this is what's going on with a lot of these trophies. The proof? If this were a modded server, why exactly would the multiplayer thing not show on the harvest screen? Why could there possibly be common standard raccoons around this one? Come on, man, please. I mean, you could have at least just typed in Squidster Diamond Raccoons or something and seen that the score matched up, or looked at the date in my trophy lodge and seen the date that I uploaded this video. Like please, bro, come on. Hey, man, everyone has to grow their channel somehow. Just this is not a very good way in my opinion. Now, these are shorts. They're short, and there's a lot of them from different times and different trophies that this dude is accusing me of modding. I will have a pile of these shorts hyperlinked in the video description below if you guys want to go check them out yourselves. They're terrible quality, pre-warning, but they're there. Go check them out. But obviously, this is not the explanation for every trophy in my lodge. Let's take this one step at a time and move forwards. Almost immediately, he gets into my grinded for trophies that are commonly shot minutes apart in my lodge. Some of these I can see why he would think they're modded, but then again, the content is on my channel. It's like he's seen the window and he's just doing everything he can to give the illusion that your boy is cheating at the game. I don't even know how to cheat, bro. Take these double albino pheasants, for example. Anyone remember back when I spawned that albino pheasant, we only had 6 zones set up, so we chose a random spot on the map to go look for more, trying to get to the 10 zone thing for the pheasant grind, and I spooked an initial spawn albino pheasant. Yep, that happened. Squidster luck for you. And it didn't just happen in a video or a short. This and a lot more of these trophies going forward that he talked about were spawned live. My melanistic pheasants, for example. One spawned in a video the morning before streaming. This video's hyperlinked down below. Another melanistic pheasant spawned on stream. That was my It's a Blue Pheasant short, one of my first shorts to actually gain traction. And I take a lot of pride in that short. I worked for that trophy. I don't know, I think it said 300 and something kills. It might have even been more than that. That was hard for the pheasants. Anyone that does the pheasant grind knows 300 kills ain't easy. I missed 90% of them because of Squidster aim. A ton of the diamonds and rares that were shot minutes apart, or some less than a minute apart, were stacked on my map, from hours worth of grinding to be shot in videos or while live. Especially that one last zone on my pheasant grind. The zone where there's one setup in the middle of 2 zones, I specifically remember, and I might have a YouTube short on this as well. I'll try to hyperlink it. There's going to be a lot for me to link, so work with me. Again, do some digging yourself if you really want to. I had a setup in between 2 flocks of pheasants, so 2 different zones, but it's like one feed zone indicator basically. If you watch my streams back then, you would remember this zone. I hated it, but I managed to spawn a diamond in both of them. I stacked both of them, and I remember dropping the one out of the one zone. The zone that was behind my tent was flying over me as per usual, and I managed to drop the other level 3 that was in that zone as well. Those were both diamonds taken down a minute apart. It could have even been less. It really could have been. And this is not uncommon. I mean, is it uncommon to stack trophies in your Great One grind? Am I not allowed to stack trophies in my grind now? I mean, the things that people try to do to take you down, man. In my streams 3 to 6 times a week, up to this day, I show my maps inside and out for 2 hours straight. We go all over the place. Ask any of my stream viewers. We hunt all kinds of trophies all the time, bro. It's lit. If you're not watching Squidster streams, what do you do? You're living under a rock, bro. As someone who's known for guide content here on YouTube, this legitimately consists of sharing my maps inside and out for hours on end, edited into 20, 30, 40-minute videos. I quite literally show and commentate my maps full-time on YouTube. If I were modding, y'all would know it. Trust me. I mean, have you ever seen a modded server? Have you ever watched one of my live streams? Do my maps look anything similar to that? I'm just so genuinely confused as to why he's showing my grinded trophies. Now, there's some exceptions that I can really see why, and we're going to emphasize on those, but, I mean, he showed my wolves, my whitetail, a ton of my pheasant trophies. I'm genuinely shocked, and I guess the reason is because I didn't really highlight my whitetail trophies enough, but there's a lot of whitetail trophies in that lodge that were shot 10, 20, 30 minutes apart, and a bunch that are in my second lodge. A bunch of rare whitetail that were stacked and shot very close to each other. I mean, I don't know, I guess the pheasants, they're some of my favorite species to hunt. I think they're beautiful, and I guess I really highlighted on them, and that's probably why. That is my best guess. Before we move on, I first want you guys to know how many of my grinded for trophies that were stacked or spawned while live or spawned in videos, this dude included. I strongly suggest that you guys go search for a lot of these specific trophies, and I'll try my absolute best to hyperlink every single video I possibly can in the description below. For example, he emphasized on a bunch of my fallow deer trophies, my fallow deer great one, and diamonds that were shot relatively close to it. What do you expect? When you do the fallow grind, believe it or not, you spawn diamonds. That happens a ton. I got 5 diamonds on my map right now for HM, man. If I go shoot them all, minutes apart, are you going to make another video accusing me of modding? Like, why do you not do this for any other creators? For example, just real quick, if you type in Squidster Great One Fallow, all my fallow grinding content will show up. It's where I show my maps for hundreds of hours straight on streams, stream after stream after stream. I still do the fallow grind to this day. Come watch live if you want to see my map. I'll show it to you. I'll show you every freaking zone. I don't give a crap. And I show my maps inside and out in videos, consistently, constantly. I guarantee you can find some of my fallow guides where I show my maps. If you just type in whatever you want, like Squidster, let's say Great One Pheasant, all my Great One Pheasant content will show up. I'm sure the pheasant grinding video, which I'll talk about here in just a second, will show up. Shorts, streams. Streams are the biggest thing because that's where the hours really stack up showing my maps. The proof is out there. It's just a matter of if you actually put in the time to search for it and discover the truth, which is something this guy clearly did not do. Moving on here, I feel like a lot of my duck trophies, which are some of my favorite trophies by the way, so it's really offensive for them to be called modding, are getting completely overlooked by this dude. People who've been watching me forever on YouTube would remember shorts like this one where I shot the super rare goldeneye he accused me of being modded, or streams where I found my super rare Eurasian widgeon. I mean, I've found tons of trophies on Selzwiesen on streams. A huge chunk of these duck trophies came from my Selzwiesen park map. In fact, probably 90% of them in that main lodge came from my Selzwiesen map, in case you can't tell. I mean, they're all Selzwiesen species. I was hitting the map hard when I first began on PC, man. I mean, in case you can't tell, the pheasant grind, coon hunting, ducks, I mean, I grinded the crap out of duck trophies and goose trophies when I first made the switch to PC. In fact, some of my setups are still over on Selzwiesen right now. Trophies like the super rare widgeon that I have a diamond shot right before it are just a matter of coincidence. After grinding pheasants, we would go to these setups all the time, just hunt the crap out of ducks. People would remember this. Sometimes I'd join viewers' maps and hunt all over their Selzwiesen park map. This is like when Selzwiesen was still super hyped, relatively new. The Great One pheasants were still being hyped, yada yada. This particular scenario was on my own map. I was hunting my duck setups, shot a level 2 that happened to make diamond, and then a level 3, which happened to be a leucistic super rare widget. Crazy stuff, I know, and I still tell this story all the time. This video is going to be like an hour long, so I'm not going to get into it too heavily. But tune into my live streams, dude. As we go forwards, you'll discover that a lot of these things are already known by my community. It's just the people who tune into my videos every once in a blue moon that are seeing this and the illusion that I'm modding is being casted upon them. And I really don't appreciate it, because this Biffin dude has been watching me for a long time. I know he has, I've seen his comments before. Maybe not, could have been someone with a relatively similar profile picture. Knowing me, maybe not. This dude really could have just seen my Trophy Lodge tour, and I give him credit for that. I have respect for him for putting in the amount of time to make this video. And like I said, I'm here to clear the air, and then I'm dropping out of all the drama. Scenarios like my goose shot minutes apart. Goose grinding was something I've always done, and something I would do to this day if I had the time to, or if I needed the cash. Especially the Cells Wheezin' Goose. They're very, very good for cash, and very, very easy trophies. I used to hunt my goose setups all the time, on stream, off stream. I mean, I remember when the solar eclipse was going on outside and I shot a diamond goose. I got like 30 of them, if not more. I'll try to toss a few hyperlinks in the description below of myself hunting geese setups just for reference. And there is, these ones that you emphasize in the video, yeah, but there's several geese trophies that I've shot back to back. Usually what I would do is I would find one diamond goose, and then I'd manage to spawn one in another flock, set up in the middle of the two flocks, and get them for back-to-back YouTube shorts. I have hundreds of back-to-back trophy YouTube shorts, fallow grinding, goose, ducks, whitetail, moose, I mean, you name it. Like I said, back when my channel had no traction, shorts were the gold mine to views and subscribers. Take situations like this black grouse here that was shot very, very closely to other trophies in the Squidster files. This was found outside of the outpost on the bottom of the island in Cells Wheezin'. I spotted it while switching my loadout, chased it down, and shot it for a video. I know the YouTube short for this one. I'll never forget making that one because this one was my first diamond black grouse. Or it was one of my first, because I remember being excited about it. Now when I find them, it's just like, you know, it's almost like they're one of the easiest diamonds in the entire game or something. I wish the dusky grouse were like that. Anyways, in case you can't tell, a ton of these Cells Wheezin' trophies that are shot very, very close to each other all have content on them. Whether this is long-form videos, shorts, streams, etc., I will try my absolute best to send you in the right direction with as many links as I can in the 5 hours I'm giving myself to deal with this drama, and then completely leaving it and going back to mainstream content. As a creator that has 1,000 YouTube videos, I'm gonna do some digging, but it's up to you guys to go find a lot of this other content. And you can find it if you put the time into it. It's out there, it's not going anywhere. But if you really want to see a lot of content, watch my older long-form videos. They're terrible quality, but watch them, especially this pheasant grinding one. This one really highlights a lot of those pheasant trophies that he's accusing me of cheating in. This one highlights a ton of them. I think there was 3 diamonds and a melanistic in that video alone. Let alone I streamed probably before that video, after that video, maybe even the day of uploading that video. This was in my pheasant grinding period, and when you grind for a great one, you find trophies. And believe it or not, when people do great one grinds, they stack trophies, especially if you're a content creator who really doesn't care about herd management. Now I do, yes, because I'm growing as a content creator and learning as a content creator, and I now understand what herd management does, but back then I wouldn't ever care about herd management. I just cared about stacking diamond fallow, stacking diamond pheasant, stacking diamond moose, whitetail, just to make those YouTube shorts. And, you know, I will admit, I kind of clickbaited them. 4 diamonds in 40 seconds or something, making it seem like I actually shot 4 diamonds in 40 seconds. Despite the fact that, realistically, yeah, they were stacked, they were minutes apart, but, I mean, how many other content creators title their shorts like that in Call of the Wild? I still do, okay? I'm gonna admit, I still do, bro, and I'll never quit. That's quite literally what it is, though. I mean, I shot 4 diamonds in a 40-second span of time. I mean, oh, Lord have mercy. Now look, there's one thing here that I will definitely take the time to look at, and I still believe it's 100% legit, and I always will. But, you know, this Africa hunt, this one Africa hunt, this made me question what was going on here. I will say, I will fully admit, this made me question. First, let me say, I've told this story a million times. In fact, I told it a few streams ago. I always tell this story over and over and over and over and over again. He's acting like they've been hidden in my lodge or something. I've told these stories a million times. Lives, videos, etc. I really wish I would have highlighted that more in my trophy lodge, but, I mean, there's like 100 trophies in there, or more. I had to go quick, man. Otherwise, the video would have been like an hour long, you know? Anyone that consistently watches Squidster content can confirm this whole situation with these trophies. It's weird. I will admit, it's weird. And I might take some action on it. Just give me a second to explain, and honestly, I want you guys to decide. I don't want to decide because I'm not the smartest individual on the face of the earth, I will admit. It took me, I don't know, 6 years to realize that herd management helps increase the spawn chance of great ones, so yeah, I may understand these topics very, very well and explain them very, very well, but I'm kind of set on my ways, and I'm admitting a lot, I'm learning a lot as a content creator, and I really hope you guys can appreciate that. For those of you guys that don't know, I have a super rare male Gemsbach. This is an extremely rare trophy for multiplayer that I'm still convinced was legit. Even after what I'm about to tell you, I am convinced that this trophy is legit. It's gonna take, like, hard evidence for someone to convince me that it's not, and it's gonna need to be someone with serious experience on the game. Like, if one of the bigger creators are seeing this, dump it in the comments down below, lay it on me, I give you full permission, I don't care, make me look like an idiot because I am convinced this trophy is legit, and the trophies that were shot around it were. When I shot this super rare Gemsbok, I did not realize it was a super rare until months later in this Trophy Lodge tour. This high quality, recent Trophy Lodge tour. That's when I realized, because that's when people told me it was. I didn't know Dark was a rare. I've shown this in streams, talked about it in streams, highlighted it in streams. I've always been so proud of the fact that I have a male Diamond Gemsbok, as just male Diamond Gemsbok are very rare in general. Everyone knows that. Clearly no one ever realized until my viewer Morgan Wellenfan highlighted that fact in my Trophy Lodge tour. Now, cool, it's a super rare, that's crazy luck, right? Wrong. Just a matter of 10 or 20 minutes before I shot this, I shot a Diamond Warthog off the coast. It was their drink time. I was in this server for over an hour beforehand with nothing. I remember it like yesterday, dude. I remember the coffee I was drinking. I remember what I had for breakfast that morning. There was nothing. This server was legit. There's nothing that can convince me this server wasn't. And I really wish I was recording in a lot of these experiences, but I had like maybe 1,000 subscribers at this time. I was discovering drink zone after drink zone, shooting Warthog after Warthog with nothing. I finally managed to shoot this 5. And I remember I was tweaking. I finally found a level 5. I got it. It was a diamond. Maybe about 5 or 10 minutes after that, I don't remember, this was a while ago, could have been longer, could have been less, the host reset the time. I had all my night vision stuff, so I decided to jump down to the centerish area of Savannah, as when it's daylight, that's pretty much what I do. I don't really like drink zone hunting in Savannah unless it's, nighttime, or it's specifically Cape Buffalo time or something like that. So I decided to jump down to the centerish area of Savannah. Just running and gunning out in the plains of Savannah is, like, amazing. There's I almost said millions, bro. There's hundreds of animals. At that point, bro, there really might be millions of animals. It is stupid how many animals you can find in Savannah in the fields. Immediately, at that outpost, I found a level 5 male. I was tweaking immediately, as male level 5 Gemsbok are rare. Very, very rare. I chased it down with the night vision equipment. Dude, I said, screw the loadout. I'm going with the night vision equipment. I will blind myself to get this thing. And I managed to get it. I was elated. I was showing people in my Discord server. I remember I pinged at everyone for it. I remember the morning I shot this thing. I mean, there's probably people in my server who can recall me doing this. I was just tweaking. All caps, no way, yada, yada, yada. I remember it, man, like it was yesterday. I remember being on the harvest screen. There was also a number of common Gemsbok nearby, so there's no way to this day that this server could have been modded. At least not in my eyes. A matter of minutes later, traveling north, you would not believe what I spotted. A diamond kudu. Now this definitely did cross my mind, like, is this legit? What is happening right now? But there were common kudu all around it. It was mind-blowing. Like, yes, the thought crossed my mind, but it is so convincing. It was so convincing. I know this server was legit. The map really wasn't even that fresh, too. That's the crazy thing. There was a decent amount of zones, but mind you, if I had known that that Gemsbok was a super rare in the moment, I really might have taken that server much differently. Especially considering the fact that a lot of people are telling me that it's above max score, but I've also seen a bunch of comments saying it's not above max score. This is normal for males to score that high. Somebody who has experience with Gemsbok hunting needs to clarify this and give me a straight up answer. And this is why I said I want it to be left up to you guys. Is this some type of bugged trophy? Is this some type of modded trophy? And, I guess that's one of the downsides of playing on PC, too. I've heard some things. At least, I haven't noticed it, and this really could be one of those scenarios, but still, I highly doubt it. I really do highly doubt it. This server was legit, man. With as long as it took me to find that diamond warthog, it's legit, man. 100%. No way around it. I'd say the odds are higher of this being some type of multiplayer bug than a mod. I've heard some things, especially like over the last few days of people talking about this trophy, like, you can get into a multiplayer server that was once modded, that once had a modded animal population, and I'm trying to remember, I really wish I would have wrote this down, and I think that if it was hunted heavily, the animals can come back normally or something? Which makes no sense to me because when you join modded servers, every single animal is a trophy. That's how you know if the server's modded or not. Everybody knows that. I mean, when content creators make how to tell if a server's modded or not guides, they tell you every animal will either be a diamond, super rare, or a great one. That's just common sense. That's how you tell if a server's modded or not. I was not aware, and I really wasn't even aware until very, very recently that this could be a thing, and I still don't know if I believe it or not, that you can get into a multiplayer server that was once modded and it's like not modded anymore. Would it be possible for them to unmod it or something? I don't know, but what I do know is the next day, this happened. And this just makes this whole situation look absolutely terrible. After all the diamonds the day before, I was like, okay, I'm going to multiplayer and I'm hunting all day. I found nothing for the whole day. I specifically remember watching TikTok while going from water source to water source in all different types of maps, all the way up until late afternoon. Literally, from the moment I woke up to late afternoon. That's not uncommon, especially when I don't have video editing to do, because back then I posted maybe 2 videos a week, if that. I made it into this Reventuli server at Link's drink time, and I decided why not check a few water sources. My cousin was over, and we were just kind of running around maps and looking for multiplayer trophies, as we've been doing for the entire day. I made it into this Reventuli server at Link's drink time, and there is no doubt in my mind, this server was hands down legit, dude. I shot probably 50 links. It was nearing the end of their drink time, this thing was shot too. No doubt about it, there is no way, this server was legit, there is so many commons. After failing miserably all day, I eventually made my way upon a 9 legendary links. I remember tweaking and screaming, as I usually do when I find trophies, because I overreact, because I'm kind of a Call of the Wild addict. My cousin was over, and the links, we were just tweaking about it, man. It was so cool. The links was in a very weird spot. He was facing me, quartering away just a tiny little bit in a really, really thick chunk of the map. It wasn't like to the point of where you couldn't see it at all, but there was like leaves almost is the best way I can describe it. One of those shrubs that like don't have a very well-defined shape to them, I guess I could say. It's just kind of a blob is what it looks like in your scope, especially from, 150 plus. I could not see the fur whatsoever. I shot it, smoked it. Come to find out, as I pick it up, this is the craziest casual hunting trophy I've ever had. And I missed it. It was nighttime, mind you, in a terrible spot. My cousin was over, so my boom arm wasn't plugged in. Even if I wanted to record, I wouldn't even had any mic audio, and I missed the opportunity. I was devastated. I still am devastated about it. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't my fault. Can you blame me, bro? It was nighttime, man. My cousin was over again. I get carried away when he's over. We're usually listening to the most brutal death metal you've ever heard in your entire life at max volume the entire time we're playing video games. But, I mean, the amount of times that I've told this story on stream is actually ridiculous. And he's trying to make it like it's secretly in my lodge, and I didn't really highlight it. The amount of times I've told this story on stream is really insane, and he's trying to make it like it's secretly in my lodge, and yada yada. I didn't really highlight it very heavy in my lodge tour as I should have, but the video was already long as it is. I've told this story a million times. I've told it recently, and I figured most people watching would know, but I guess, clearly not everybody in the Call of the Wild community watches my videos, and that's a mistake that I've learned. But that whole thing the day before with the Gemsbach and this super rare, which is, in fact, 100% legit, nobody will ever change my mind on that. This is one of my favorite trophies I've ever shot. I hunted for at least an hour after shooting this thing and found nothing. All the way through the night, past their drink time, I hunted other species. Despite the fact that the hunting's absolutely terrible, I think I actually made it into like really, really early brown bear time if I remember right. And this situation with the Gemsbach is giving the illusion like something crazy is going on here, and I don't blame him for looking at this, man. It's crazy to me too, but the thing is, I know, I've addressed this publicly before. My consistent stream viewers all know I show these trophies all the time at the end of every single stream where I go back to my main lodge, or at least 90% of them. Now that I have other lodges, chances are we go back to those lodges sometimes, especially if it's just diamonds from the day or something. I remember just recently telling the Gemsbach story, and then the Gemsbach story always leads into the next day story, and I talk about the super rare links, And then lastly, I'd like to highlight trophies like these Diamond Springbok here, which aren't even mine. There's a couple trophies in my lodge which I will say, they're from a friend's map, several friends' maps. And a lot of these trophies were given to me as long as I put them in a video. They were used for B-roll footage in several of my diamond guides, and I believe I even made a short out of one of them, especially like that Springbok one. I'll try to overlay a short. I don't know if I made a short on it or not though, but I'm pretty sure it's in one of my diamond guides. There's a reason why I shot them. They weren't on my map. That one that has a really, really weird score, like 9999999. I remember being in a VC with this specific person and just laughing about it. They were in Savannah, quite obviously. One was on one side of the outpost and another was on the other side of the outpost. He didn't even have a Trophy Lodge DLC, so he really didn't have any use for them. Is it wrong for me to take them? No, I really don't feel guilty for that. If the person who spawned the trophies or who find the trophies wants to give the trophies away, that's not trading or ghosting your map or something like that. That's not cheating. That's just kindness is what it is. Something that the Call of the Wild community really needs more of, in my opinion. So the final takeaway here from all of this drama, man, I wish I could have covered a lot more, but this video is going to be absurdly long as it is. I could keep going, but I just want to emphasize, look at my live streams. Like, I stream for sometimes close to 3 hours if it's a good day, if I'm feeling it. I do several different grinds every single stream. I casual hunt in streams all the time, despite the fact that views go down when I do that, so that's really the reason why I don't. I grind because it gets views higher, you know? Look at my maps in my videos, in my guides. I'm literally known for showing my maps inside and out and explaining what's going on them. And there is a reason why everyone that watches my guides and listens to what I explain has success. Like, if I have helped you spawn a trophy in the Hunter Call of the Wild, let me know down below in the comments, and let me know how I did and what video helped you with it. And anyone that's new here, go to that video and tell me if my map looks modded or not. The amount of time that I put into setting up these maps and making these guides and whatnot, it's soul crushing to just be called a cheater after all of that, after 813 hours on PC. After thousands of hours, hundreds and hundreds of trophies on PlayStation, I put a lot of time and effort into these videos, and I can see where a lot of this stuff came from, but I mean, he could have done more research before he just started dumping this stuff out. I mean, he didn't even acknowledge the fact. I don't even know if he realizes how long I've been playing this game for. It's like when another creator does a I clicked new game series. They can spawn a great one, definitely a lot faster than 800 hours. Some creators will do new game great one challenges, or this is how fast I leveled up this account, or whatever. I'd like to start a new game account and level one up just to prove to you guys you can do it relatively quickly. If you know what you're doing with the game, it's not going to take you 1,000 hours to get to level 60, like it might have taken some of you guys who've been on the same account. You know? Like back on PlayStation, it probably took me 500 hours to realize what great ones were. I spent 99% of my time just running in a straight line and finding nothing. Mind you, I was 7 years old when I started playing this game. I'm currently 16, I've learned a lot, and, you know, I kind of just got an idea here, kind of expanding off the whole growing thing, learning thing. I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do it yet anyways, but if there is, you know, a way that you guys can prove to me hard evidence, like, that Gemsbach hunt, there's something weird going on there. I know there's something weird going on there. I think it's some type of glitch. Because when I get into a modded server, I know it's a modded server, man. As a content creator trying to record multiplayer casual hunts, you join a modded server, the first thing you see is a great one. It's just the most devastating thing ever because you just wasted 45 seconds loading into the server, getting your loadout, picking a random direction. Sometimes it might take you 10 minutes to find an animal. That's 10 minutes of recording time wasted. That's a lot of time, you know? I mean, you can get 2-3 minutes worth of footage in 10 minutes. And I really wish, and that's something that I do now. If I'm on Call of the Wild, I'm either recording or streaming. The only other reason is to make a thumbnail. I am always recording. Even when I'm great one grinding, just off camera when I'm in Discord, screen sharing, which is another thing. I mean, the thousands of people that are in my Discord server, I screen share every single time I'm in there. Every single time. In fact, I screen share my video editor. I screen share myself video editing. Most people get bored and go watch somebody else's screen share, but speaking of Discord, I want to emphasize this comment here. This dude named Jets Gaming, who used to be my mod and got kicked from the mod team in like 3 weeks for inconsistency. He said this thing here about me admitting to him of using WeMod, which I believe is the thing that they use for speed hacking. I just want to acknowledge how stupid this sounds here, and I'm trying to be as respectful as possible, but your boy has no filter and it gets me in trouble. you're telling me, first and foremost, I don't private VC with my mods, I only private VC with my managers, I only ever have. They're all the ones that know the behind the scenes stuff, videos for the future, all my YouTube stats, they help me take care of all that. I don't private VC with my mods. They have one job. If someone's being inappropriate or breaking server rules, ban them. If they need help, mention management. That is their job. I have been in VC with Jets Gaming a lot of times. I will say, I've been in VC with a lot of my mods, several times. In the last 24 hours I have been. They are in public VC though, and I want you to realize what he's saying here, and I'm going to emphasize more on what's going on behind the scenes with this kid here in just a second. He is saying that I admitted to him for using some type of cheat, okay? Okay. Now the only way for me to do this would be through one of two ways. Number one, through text. If I texted this to you, Jets, put the screenshot out. I know you're watching this right now, dump the screenshot out. You're lying on my name, man. And it's doing nothing to me besides giving me more motivation to continue making quality YouTube videos for the Call of the Wild community. And number two, as I think he actually said in the comment, I don't have the screenshot pulled up right now, through voice chat. Again, I don't private VC with my mods. I never have, I never will. My managers take care of that. They give them directions, specific conversations they want started in the Discord server. If none of the managers are able to make it to a stream, they make sure there's going to be able to be at least a mod there to help me take care of chat, because streams are ripping in the last 6 months. I have never private VC'd with my mods, and I never will. For things like this, because mods are people that, you know, I wouldn't say that I don't trust, but they're random people that I haven't known for years, like Lost AI Warrior and Matthew, my managers. So yeah, I'm not just going to trust random people, and it's for reasons like this, you know? You can have the nicest person ever on an alt account that could secretly just be there to try to take every aspect of you down. So if I were to say this in a VC, it would have been said in public VC, right? So you're telling me in a Discord server where people get banned several times a week for talking about modding, for sometimes we'll have morons modding in our voice chat, like speed hacking and just shooting 40, 50 great ones back to back to back. In our VC, it happens. Ask anyone that's in there. We take care of them, or the managers take care of them immediately. Thankfully, I don't have to deal with it because I'm making YouTube videos. And the mods deal with it too. My current team of mods is amazing. They've been amazing to us. They're treating us amazing. Made very, very good friends with them. But still, yet I don't private VC with them because our current team of mods, we've only been with for maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months. I think George is the longest one. He's been in there for, I think he hasn't even made it to normal moderator yet. He's MIT. Yet, he should just immediately be a moderator. He's like that most helpful person in there. But yet, I don't private VC with him. You can ask anyone in there. I never private VC with my mods. Ever. They don't get to know all the behind the scenes stuff because I don't know who they are. They don't get to know all my YouTube stats, plans for the future, video ideas, scripts. They don't have any input in the videos that I make. That's all from management. So clearly, I mean, you just gotta use your brain here. Other people in VC would have heard me say that, right? I mean, word would have gotten out so much longer ago, you know, and it's been nothing until this point. And I'm like, oh, of course, I see Jets Gaming's comment on this dude's video trying to make it worse than it already is, because why might you ask? Behind the scenes the last few weeks, this dude and this guy named Swifts, who created an alt account to join my VC called the Indoor Outdoorsman that we just discovered here a few days ago, they are always in there. I mean, Jets Gaming has created 6 alt accounts to join my VC. We've banned him, and banned him, and banned him. He started stuff behind the scenes and shared it around to all these content creators, creating drama about me, and this dude, I don't know what it is, and I really do think that, you know, it really could be a mistake on my end. There was a live stream where I was just like, hey, Jets, I have to remove your moderation due to inconsistency, and it wasn't just him that got removed. This dude named Swifts was also my mod before, and I removed him as well. And I don't know if that upset them. They really didn't seem to care much about the channel. That's why they got removed, you know? It was back when the channel had like 10K as well. So I really don't know, man. I really don't know what it is with them, but it seems like every single chunk of drama, they're involved. And I'm not saying they're involved in this whole process. I really do think Biffin is just, you know, misunderstanding a lot of this stuff and seeing these trophies and trying to get a video out on it, trying to get some traction from it. As he is, I mean, it's gone to like his 5th most popular YouTube video, but if he is involved, and, you know, Jets and you guys, I know you're watching this, if you are involved, I just want you to know one thing. Going forwards, this is going to do nothing but motivate me to keep going. This is going to do nothing but help me learn and build as a content creator. They've waited for this very, very specific point in time of where my channel is in the main growth phase. It's about to completely explode. It's already exploding. And it's right in that phase. It's a very, very common thing in the gaming industry in general, that people will do everything they can. People that have known you for years. People that have watched you for a very, very long time, like Jets Gaming. Haven't known him personally for years, but he's watched me for a long time. He's been in my streams for a long time. Mods, to get moderation permissions, have to be in my streams for a long time. In order to make it to management, I mean, you have to have years and years under your belt, like Lost Matthew and AI Warrior. Hence the reason why they're my managers, and they're the only 3 managers I'll ever have. Unless one of them die, which I don't think is going to happen anytime soon. I hope not. Pray the Lord above, man. They are amazing. It's in this phase of a content creator where people will do everything they can to take you down, and as you grow and get bigger as a content creator, you just get dragged into more and more drama. And at this point in time, the best thing for me to do, now that I've cleared the air on most of this stuff, and I hope most of you guys will take the time to A, go watch a lot of that older content, B, realize I've been talking about these trophies he's claiming are modded and highlighting them forever. The best thing for us to do as the Squid Gang, as a team here, as a community, as the best Call of the Wild community, as I always say, man, the best thing for us to do going forward is really just to sit back and relax. Let's just watch them do every single thing they can to take us down as a content creator and fail miserably. Like, they have nothing better to do with their time. They're all trying to make YouTube videos, every single one of them, including Jets. He has a channel as well. Shout out to him. Go give him a subscription, man. You know what? Treat the bad with good, bro. Go give him a subscription. Show him some Squidster love, man. He's a good kid. I mean, for real, he's a really good kid. I've talked to him. But, I don't know, in the last few weeks, he's just become obsessed with me, and it seems like he's in every single comment section, man. There's a lot of people who have been. There's a lot of people who hate on my videos, and that's just common as a content creator, man. That's something that you gotta deal with. Stuff happens as you get older and get bigger as a content creator. But I'll tell you what, this is not gonna stop me. Giving in to what they want, stopping, and exploding in all different types of people's comment sections, and yada yada yada, and then they can use this to make it look like I did this, and yada, they're dying laughing about it, yada yada. That's exactly what they want, man. That's the drama that they want. And for that, we just sit back and laugh, man. The proof is out there. I do not mod in the Hunter Call of the Wild. Again, watch my streams, man. 2 hours, 3 to 6 times a week. You can't just snap your fingers and have a great one spawn in a main zone. It doesn't work like that. It's either you're modding or you're not modding. And you guys have my word. On my soul, on my heart, on my YouTube channel as a whole, I do not mod in the Hunter Call of the Wild. I never have modded in the Hunter Call of the Wild. I despise modders. I hate on modders all the time. And again, that's one of the downsides of playing on PC. There is a chance that Gemsbot could be something. I just need more hard proof before I delete the trophy, you know? I'm not going to go delete a trophy that insane because a couple people think it's modded. And, you know, if you want to stop watching me because of all this stuff, then go for it, man. I say this all the time in live streams. Once again, in case you can't tell, streams for me are not like a professional environment. They're places where I just chill and express my thoughts, laugh, have fun, play the game like a streamer should. I say this all the time. If you don't like my videos, then really, I mean, I'd rather have you watch someone that you enjoy. Don't feel like you need to support me, although I do appreciate the support and I love every last one of you guys. But if you, as a person, enjoy watching a different content creator, then watch them. I mean, realistically. If I were watching someone and I was in their streams a couple times and I felt like I had to come back to every single stream because I told them I'd be back next time, I mean, I would personally rather go watch another content creator. Why? Because I enjoy that more. To wrap this up, I mean, if you're on board with us, if you're going to be here for the journey, if you're going to see the Discord expand, the channel grow, if you're going to see us pushing forwards with this Call of the Wild career, I mean, with the IRL channel, it's so much more than just Call of the Wild at this point, man. We have built a community and we're not going anywhere. No matter how hard they push us, no matter how hard they try to take us down, we're not going anywhere. If you're aboard for the ride, then W, bro. That's what's up. Otherwise, peace out, man. Have fun. We are not judging you for leaving the community whatsoever. That is a choice that you can make as a viewer, and we respect that. We honestly do, man. Although I hope you stay. There's really a lot of reason that you should stay, and I'm not going to get into all that. It's not that big of a deal. It's not. What I'm trying to say here is, if you enjoy Squidster content, you want to see more of it, and you want to know deep down that it is not modded, and you want proof that it is not modded, here is all the proof that I can gather in the chunk of time that I've given myself to deal with this drama. Take it as you will, do the research yourself, you know, use the hyperlinks. I've gotten as many as I possibly could. I have other videos I need to work on. We're not gonna hop into all this drama and, you know, bask in it for 6 months as they want us to do. That's exactly what they want from us, you know? That's not gonna happen. They want to remove me from the mainstream content and take my YouTube channel down with them, you know? That's exactly what they want to do, and that's not going to happen. You can count on videos going forwards. Completely legit ones. I mean, none of my videos have ever not been legit. Go watch my old videos, watch my current content, and watch my content going forwards. Hey guys, I really do appreciate every single one of you guys making it to this point in the video. Again, this is the one video I'm going to do on this. Hopefully, you know, they'll see this and maybe start making their own videos or something. Go grind for trophies or something, set up a great one grind, spawn some trophies. I mean, shoot, I'll support you as a content creator if I see some videos for me, man. I really hope that this video cleared up a ton of stuff that's been going around recently, and I hope this is the final video I will ever have to make on it. It will be the final video I'm ever going to make on it. I'll tell you that right now. This video is probably going to be like an hour long, bro. Again, I really hope this cleared a crap ton of stuff up, guys. I love you, every single last one of you guys. You guys are amazing. Again, you can count on quality, legitimate, I mean, my content's always been legitimate content going forwards. You have a library of legitimate content of 1,000 YouTube videos right now that you can go through, you can check out manually, you can watch any of my streams, and if you see anything that's questionable, bring it to me, man. Ping me in my Discord server. I give you full permission to, despite the fact that it's kind of against the rules, because now there's probably gonna be 300 people pinging me, Squid, can you play with me on Call of the Wild? No, my friend, I can't play with you because I have to play with 3,000 other people. But yeah, I mean, again, go check it out, man. And I'm really, really sorry for all this drama and this content going around. It's just, it's yucky is what it is, man. And it's not helping anyone. But as always, my name is Squid. You're watching Squidster Gaming. We'll catch you guys in the next banger. Peace out, my gamers.